There we go.
There we go. All right, guys. When it comes to being in an interracial, international, intergenerational relationship, there are some challenges that we deal with on a daily basis that other couples just don't have to deal with. We're going to talk about some of those challenges here on, I know, right? Some of those challenges here. I know, on Love Crossing Borders. My name is Andre.
My name is Sandra.
We are
Love
Love
crossing
Crossing Borders.
borders.
We appreciate the fact that you all have come on board along with us tonight. We know in some areas it's kind of late. We know in other areas it's early, but this is a topic that if you are traveling or dating internationally, especially, you want to know about this because when it comes to interracial dating, and it can be intergenerational or it can be intercultural. What does that mean? Just because you're a black person in the United States and you're dating a black person in, for example, here in Colombia, doesn't necessarily mean that you both can relate 100% to each other. So there could be some intercultural dating going on, and you still have some things to learn about that person.
Yes, sir.
All right.
How are you today?
I am doing great.
May 1st.
May 1st. We already in the 5th month of the year already.
I I hear a Christmas song already.
We hearing Christmas songs already?
Yeah.
That's what's up. That is what's up. We'll start off by giving some of the shout outs. So let's.
Yeah, wait a second. Let me go to Kings. Thank you so much for being here, always supporting.
Thank you, brother.
Brings to everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Global Paper.
Brazil die.
Be ups to Mr. Dapper?
Mr. Dapper.
That
means
what's that?
clean.
Okay.
Clean gentleman.
Okay. Yeah, you are. Hey Jay, thank you so much for being
Jay
here, you
in
guys.
the building. We appreciate you.
Yeah, thank you a lot. The new month, new challenge, new blessings.
Challenges, new blessings. That's right. All right. I like how you put that.
Yeah, it is what it is.
It is what it is. All right, guys. As we were saying that many of you see us and we're on YouTube and you meet us face to face. We who we are. But there are still some challenges that we deal with when it comes to us as a couple being from different races. Now, we don't walk around caring what other people think. Don't think that. But there are still some things that go on behind the scenes with any interracial couple that most couples don't realize or they just take for granted. And so we're going to talk about and discuss some of these things that if you're going to date somebody from another country, you're just going to have to come to grips with. Even if you're dating somebody that's of the same color, but they may be of a different culture. So if you're African American and you're going to Africa dating women or going to Brazil dating black women, they're still completely different from the women that you have dated in the United States. And same for you ladies. You might be dating a guy that is from another culture or color or connection. And at the end of the day, there are some challenges that you guys are going to have. So we're going to talk about some of the challenges that we go through or some of the stereotypes that people have about us as an interracial couple.
Yeah. Number one is people think that you hate your own race or yourself.
Yes, people actually will tell us, you must hate your own.
You must hate Colombians.
Yeah, you must hate
I not hate Colombian. I just say that I'm a type right. In the story.
Right. Just because a person doesn't marry a particular person doesn't necessarily mean that I hate my race. Exactly. It's almost as if all the years of volunteering in the black community, fighting for the rights of our people, all my work has been washed away. And it's as if I can't say anything about anything because they actually tell me, well, Andre, you don't love being black anymore. You don't love black women anymore. You part of the problem of the black community. And I'm like, what are you talking about? That has nothing to do with the relationship that I have with my wonderful, wonderful, beautiful, sexy wife.
Okay. Just slow down a little bit. Okay, Tiger. No, you're a panther. You're a Black Panther. Right. That's it. I'm a little bunny.
You are too funny. No, you are the you are. There's nothing bunny about you. You all jaguar, all jaguar.
Okay.
Yes. And so at the end of the day, guys, we just it is far from the truth when people try to convince us on a regular basis that we don't love our race because we married somebody of a different race, or I'm no longer a true black man because I married somebody of a different culture. And it does. It's the same thing for Andrea. Now, let me ask you this: do people actually think that about you? That you no longer love your race because you didn't marry a machista? I'm not machista, but let me get it right. Wait a minute. Machista? Wait a minute. What is it that your culture?
Machismo.
Machismo.
Yeah. No, probably people that not know me.
Mm-hmm. That don't know
Yeah,
you.
yeah, exactly. But most of the time when you marry, when you are Latina, you marry someone from Europe or from the States or UK, they automatically think that you are with that person because the papers.
Oh, so she
Always
go through the papers one.
the papers one.
See, you
So
want a
they
green
always
card.
just all the time. You have no idea how tiring is the people just got me with the states all the time. I mean, there's sometimes that I get mad. I mean, extremely mad. I mean, for real, with all that thing that because it's the paper, because it's the papers, it's not true.
Oh, so you married an American, so you can go to the
Mhm.
States. They automatically assume that no matter
Mhm.
what,
Mhm.
Andrea wants to live in the United States. So she goes through that
Mhm.
part, and I go
That's
through
all
the
that.
you don't love yourself, you don't love your people no more, you don't protect the black queens anymore. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Where did that come from? So we got to go through that on a regular basis. So those of you that don't realize it, yes, this is what love crossing borders go through. So when
Mhm.
you're dating somebody from another culture, country, or a different color, you will find yourself going through that.
Exactly. Okay, number two.
And what are those?
Black men are only one. Okay, are only one for big sex and not big brains.
The stereotype about black men, the reason why they tell Andrea that she's with me is because, well, you with him because of the big sex. You guys know what I'm talking about. And not necessarily that we black men have brains and we have goals and we have personalities and we are statistically known for being the best fathers in the United States. You can look that one up. Among all cultures in the United States, black men are the far and above the best fathers statistically when we are taking care of our children. They just did an article on that last year
Mm-hmm.
uh, in research on it. Now, but so they automatically assume that it has to be because he's got to be so long and so strong in the bedroom that's why you
That's
with
not
him,
true.
and that's the reason. But I go through the same thing with having a Latin wife, a Latina. People automatically assume, oh, she the Latin lover, she the super freak, she a Scorpio. Oh, you got you a sexy Scorpio from South America. Oh my God. So people don't give us credit for having personalities. That's another thing that you will find when you are in an interracial relationship.
Mhm.
People do not give you the benefit of the doubt of actually being a couple that has brains, goals, skills, family skills, none of that. They just automatically assume that people run to the sex first.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
will
that's
run
true.
to the sex. Whether she's sexy, that's why you're with her, or he gives sex, the long sex, so that's why you're with him. They automatically assume that.
Yeah, I know. It's all the time. Not just because we are international couple. It's just if you see a black Colombia with a uh, not say white Colombia.
Mm-hmm.
We're not white. We need to be clear. But a mixed couple in Colombia, mixed
Mm-hmm.
couple is the same thing. I mean, for her is the first thing
Yeah,
that
yeah,
thinks.
yeah. Andre gets that all the time to poor her. Like, oh my God, her man must be so big. Poor her. I know Andre does all type of little snide little comments, and it's often people really don't mean to any harm or they are trying to hurt us,
Mhm.
but they don't realize we're not trying to hear that all year round. And you being an interracial couple, if you are one, you will hear this. These are things that you will hear.
Yeah, I would
Definitely.
say when you're talking about the diet that we have and Andrew's diet and everything,
Hmm.
they say, oh, you need to feed Andrew really good because he's a big man. So that means that he needs to be all the time.
All the time.
Oh my God, poor little
Because the
baby.
stereotype is that's what black men are known for. Black men are known for effing and effing. You know what one F is? The other one is fighting. We're known for our attitudes and for violence globally, even though we're not even violent people like that. We're
Hmm.
protective. But the other one is for the other F stands for sex. So that's all they care about. The stereotype about black men. If you want somebody that's gonna protect you or go to toe for you, get you a black man. If you want somebody that's gonna sex you real good, get you a black man. But when it comes to brains and skills and our abilities and how all these things that we've invented that were stolen as far as ideas, oh, they act like black men don't have brains or don't treat Latin women as if they have brains.
Hmm. Okay, we're going to the comments. Shout out to Kings. Thank you so much for your donation.
Thank you, Kings.
Wait a second.
Professors in the building.
Yeah, I know it. We got Darnell here,
What's up, D?
looking healthy. I know. I said, Dre, you is slamming up.
Illuminating. Thank you, brother. Like shining like the sun.
Oh,
Shine
okay.
bright like a diamond. Shine
Hey,
bright like
you
a
look good,
diamond.
baby.
Thank you, baby. All the exercising and eating healthy. Your girl.
Dermar say you won't deal with that in Europe, my man. When you hit Portugal, things will be amazing.
Yeah, that's what we hear too.
Was Brown is here. Thank you so much.
Welcome, brother.
Okay, wait a second. We got here Andre. Man, I'm watching your boy Passport Heavy, and he's like the Black Anthony Bourdain. Thank you for putting me on.
Yeah, that's the dude right there. That's the dude.
Okay, wait a second. We got here. Tell them to check my resume. Oh, wow.
Mhm. Yeah,
I
yeah.
guess I have no brain, love.
I
Yeah,
know, right? According to how they try to play us.
yeah. Okay, we got here. Be best. Thank you so
Big
much,
Bass in the
Coach.
building. What's up, brother?
Thank you so much for being here, you guys. Larry's here too. Yeah, we are really good.
All
Uh,
right.
good audience tonight.
Yeah, good audience.
Andrea, what does Andrea know Ramel Falcao? Yeah, of course. Two famous soccer players.
Mm-hmm.
Jose is here. Thank you so much for being here.
What's up, Jose? In the building.
Los is here too.
Oh man, it's family right there.
Beloved, 85. Thank you so much.
All right.
Okay, you guys. So we are number two, number three, right?
I think we're number 3.
Yeah, number
Mhm,
three.
Number 3.
Número tres. Latinas are only good for coming, cleaning, and sex.
For what? I like how you put that.
What?
Oh, I did put.
You put.
I want to put cooking. I put coming.
Well, that's
Tina's
another part.
only good for coming.
Andrew made me read this. It's not my fault. It's
I'm not
Andrew.
saying anything.
Yeah.
I'm like, look, Tina's
Okay,
only
that's
good for.
part. That's
Okay,
one
let's
of the
go
things
back.
part.
Let's go
Okay.
back. Okay. So let's
That's-
really.
Is your you see Andrew? You know how you read.
The dirty mind, Andre.
Yeah,
I'm looking now like
But that is part of Latina, okay? Let's put that is part of. I think you guys gonna be
I didn't say
rewind.
anything. She said it.
Rewind that part that I said. It's
That is
Andrew.
part of
Okay.
Latina. She said it.
Again, Latinas are only good for cooking, cleaning, and sex.
Yes, that is the stereotype that people have about Latin women. That when Latin women, when we come to South America and we're dating women, whether it be or no matter what complexion, if they're Latin, everybody else wants to give the stereotype of, well, you with her because she cooks, cleans, makes your plate, blah, 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 so forth and so forth, as if there's not a business side to Andrea, as if she doesn't have a degree, as if she doesn't do consultations, as if she doesn't do all these things of business, as if she's not a accountant and all these things, just because of her culture is centered around family, and ours in the state is really technically
Mm-hmm.
no longer centered around family. It's all about the money. Even though we all love our family, we love our kids and so forth, but in the Latin community, it's a community. And we
Mm-hmm.
are not like that, especially in the Black community in the States.
Mm-hmm.
And so oftentimes, one of the reasons that one of the stereotypes that Andrea has to deal with all the time, especially if we were in the States, she had to deal with that all the time. Black women assuming that the only reason you with him or the only reason he's with you is because you are a servant. You are super submissive. You're obedient. And those terms are never used in our house ever.
Ever.
See?
Ever. No.
She says ever.
That's
Ever.
never gonna happen.
That's never gonna happen. So,
Yeah, but yeah, that's true. And not just when it comes to couple, it's all over the world. And we
mhm.
got that statement that this um,
Stereotype.
stereotype. Yeah, yeah, because most of the gringos say that Latinos are hot, especially Colombians.
Yeah, you should have saw when we were in DR. The Queen. Them
Everybody
Dominicans,
look at me
them Dominicans
weird.
were looking at her like she was just royalty. Just walk. She was just
Andrew in
floating.
the back.
I'm like, dude, the
In
females
Colombia,
too.
regular
The
chick with
females
long
too.
hair, but in DR.
In DR, she was just queen everything. Like,
Yeah, it literally it was so funny because we were in Santo Domingo I think in the plaza or something. We went
uh-huh,
in the restaurant. You remember
uh-huh,
having coffee or something.
uh-huh, uh-huh.
And I was here. Andrew was in front of me. In another, it was a grandpa, but old dude. But I can say that he is from outside of the DR. He was eating, and he couldn't even just stop looking at me. I said, "Babe, this guy he can't." And I was like, "Babe, he can't." This guy, this dude, he looking at me is straight. But it was funny. It was an old dude. I mean, but he was like this. I mean, you never seen a chick. I mean, or like me or something.
So hey,
It is what it is.
it is what it is.
Okay, Jairus Williams, thank you so much for your donation. Jay from Florida or Florida, keep doing what you're doing,
right.
bro. Hopefully, visiting Cali in June will be good to link up.
Yeah, hit me on the email. We're gonna put the email into the description of this video. Actually, we're gonna put it in the live stream in a few seconds,
Mhm.
so you'll be able to get so you'll be able to reach out to me, brother.
There we go. That's the email. I love crossing bars.
Oh yeah, that is.
You just see.
I just saw it. Big letters too.
Oh my God, Dre. Okay. What?
Because I was looking in the comment section.
Okay. Yeah, hello to you, white skin phenomena in DR.
White skin phenomena. Yeah, her complexion. It was crazy, and they could just tell that we weren't from there. You know, I was in the background. I was like a background singer. I was in the background while the queen was walking. And another thing that they knew that Andrea wasn't there because Andrea wears a lot, as you can tell, a lot of dresses. So at the end of the day, that was another reason why guys knew, because they're so used to women either wearing shorts or jeans, then to see somebody wear an elegant dress. And Andrea has a really beautiful dress collection. So that's another thing that made her stand out.
Yeah. Here we got a comment say, ain't we all from the same seed? We are all the same. We are the same on the inside, outside. It's just different shade or color. That's true.
You think, right?
Yes.
You would think.
We gotta, okay. We gotta, okay. We're good.
Did you get
Yeah.
Mitch?
Yeah. See, yeah. Yeah. Thank you so much for your donation.
Thank you very much, guys. We appreciate that.
Yeah. Okay, we're going to number 4.
Number 4.
Yeah. After that mistake that I read, people say, "Oh, what did Andrew say?"
Let me write that down.
Yeah. Okay, wait a second. Would she be considered a white Latina? Like if she's what is if she were to fill out of a census? What is census? What's that?
Dude, you see, here's what it is. We're in South America, so therefore, my brother, even if I explain to Andrea what the census is, we never living in the states anyway, so use of me, no use of me explaining what the census is. But I'll explain it to her anyway. The census is a nat every 4 years in the United States. They count everybody,
Mm.
so you will know how many people are in one state compared to another state,
El
one
censo.
city.
We got the same thing here. El
Yeah,
censo, but here is el censo. No, yeah,
yeah.
it's
So
similar. Yeah.
there we go.
Okay, I got you.
Basically, what he was talking about filling out the census form, what would you
Mm.
put under where would they categorize you under the census form
Okay.
in the states?
Yeah, we got that here. The last one, it was when I was 11 years old.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah, long time. I know. Okay, number 4. You will never understand what your spouse goes through because of their race.
One of the stereotypes that we live through every day. People try to tell us the only one of the reasons why you should stay with your own people, brother. Only a sister will understand you. Don't nobody understand you, brother, like a sister
Brother,
understands you. And I'm like, bruh, check it out. Everybody basically got issues, whether it be some that we can relate to, some that we can't relate to.
Mhm.
There's some things about what Andrea in Colombia went through in the in the 90s that I can't relate to. Andrea
Exactly.
Andrea has told me some horror stories that you will not see on Netflix about that time period
Mhm.
between Cali, Medellin, and Barranquilla. I mean, not Barranquilla, Bogota,
Mhm.
with the illegal activities that were going on in the 90s.
Yeah.
So really sad stories.
Yeah.
I can't relate to those stories, but there are other things that I can relate to, everyday situations and circumstances that we all go through. So for people to sit back and say, well, Andre doesn't understand me as a black man like a sister would.
No, no, and like I told Andrew this before, and I would respect because here we got
Mm-hmm.
kind of the similar history,
Mm-hmm.
when it comes to black people. So you always respect, and you always just talk with respect
Mm-hmm.
because you never know how they deal in the past or how you deal in the past, in the States. So you always respect, you always you can talking about bad or say that was nothing. I mean, personally I would never say that because I can be under shoes,
Right.
but I respect
Right.
his background, the history.
Right. And I
Hmm.
can't be in her shoes because
Hmm.
I haven't experienced all of what went on here in South America.
Hmm.
I wasn't here. So
Hmm.
yeah, to a certain extent, but on everyday life, let's put it like this. For everyday life, a woman being black doesn't matter. When it comes to raising a child, really doesn't matter to the nth degree. When it comes to uh, uh, paying bills, bills don't know color. When it comes to education, raising if we had children, raising our children for education, that wouldn't matter. Now, as far as let's say we were living in the States, that'll never happen. Uh, let's say we're living in the States.
You were so
I
funny.
would teach our son, hey, if the police pull you over or harass you when you're walking down the street, this is how you handle it. Then make sure you call me and your mom, so forth and so forth. Those things, yes. But since our kids will not be living in the States, some of those headaches we don't have to instill or raise our children to deal with because our children will not until they hit the point where they want to go to college in the States. If they want to do that, cool. But to raise them with some of the headaches and try to inform them of some of the headaches that I grew up in, I went through, we don't have to do that. We don't have to do that. So when people tell us you should have been with the only person that can relate to you is a sister. That's not necessarily true. I've learned that over these 54 years I've been rocking on this planet. It's not necessarily true.
That's true. Okay. Thank you so much, Victoria, for your
Shout out to
donation.
Victoria.
What's up, everyone? Sorry for the late check-in. Was the video chatting with my 24-year-old son,
All
my
right.
twin with her, who lives in Phoenix, Arizona. Just dropping a few dollars for the cause. Appreciate you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you, brother. Shout out to you.
Tari say, my lady friend is from the outskirts of Santo Domingo, and I asked her if she's Latina. She says yes. And another day, I would ask if she's Caribbean, and she also say yes. But when I ask if she's both, she says no.
That's funny.
Oh boy, you guys in your comments. They say Andrea equal my mom. Live your life or die. Block out the outside noise and keep marching forward. Yeah, that's
absolutely true. Correct. That's what we do. Really, I'm glad that you said that's our motto too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we just don't deny that people talk like that, but we just don't let them impact us.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Okay, number 5. Your children will be confused about which race they want to represent to the world.
Yes, I've seen YouTube videos. I've talked to people that were biracial, and one of the things that people often stereotype them regarding which race do you want to represent, and if they look darker, everybody wants them to represent their black side. Give you a perfect example. Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods is 100% Thai. His mom's from Thailand. 100% black. His dad is a brother from the States, ex-military. Shout out to you military brothers and the ex-military. But nobody respects, and he really doesn't like that, respects his mom's side because of his complexion. They don't even give him the chance to sit back and say, well, I'm Thai. And if he says that I'm Thai, everybody gets tight-chested. So we already know at the end of the day, when it comes to our children, we'll have to have talks about how people will try to force you to be whatever culture that they think you are, and not the culture that you want to embrace and be. So if our child turns out as chocolate as I am and decides that it wants to speak,
white,
right, or her complexion. No, if that child decides that it says, I want to embrace my Latin side because most of my family that I meet and I see and I hang out with are my Latin family. I can't get mad and say, what's wrong with, what's wrong with your own black history? Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, boy, Stokely Carmichael.
Dad, please.
You see what I'm saying? Right. So I can't sit back and just stereotype our shorty. We got to let the children do what they're going to do. Now, I'm not talking about letting them do what they want to do and have crazy like Will Smith kids.
Oh, I got my chocolate ready.
Right,
That's not gonna happen.
But at least when it comes to choosing which direction that they feel more comfortable with with whichever race, allow them to be more comfortable with that. They have that choice.
It will be so cute because yeah, there is when it comes to the race is interesting because it's gonna be Colombian, Afro American.
Yeah, Colombia.
It's like 3 cultures. Oh boy.
All right.
Yeah. Okay, wait a second. We got more comments right here. No, thank you for your donation. See, God bless you, Andrea and Andrea. Yeah, thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Thank you for the love.
Okay, we're going to.
Yeah, we're going to the next one.
Number 6. We are together for reasons other than love.
Yeah, see, people often think, now we're just going to recap the title as you guys see, challenges that interracial couples deal with or face every single day. People assume these things about us stereotype us about these things, which are far from the truth. Now, we're just like you guys. We don't care. But if you are planning on being in a relationship with somebody from a different culture, especially if they're coming from another country, and you bringing them to the States, or you're going to live in their country, you might as well expect these stereotypes for the rest of your life, because we already know that people are going to think like this forever.
Yeah, that's true. That's completely true. It's gonna be going on
Go
and
ahead.
on and on and still going on.
And on and on and on and on. Like you said, number 5 was
Number 6.
number 6. Okay.
Yeah, we're number 6. I put the password wrong. Okay, number 6 is we are together for reasons other than love.
Yes, we are together for sexual reasons, or she's with me because she wants a green card, or because he's an American, so he has money, or the black stereotype.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sad that I need to clear it out. Like it's like you guys. Sorry. Like sometimes when people assume and what they say is true, but the only one that know the truth behind indoors is us.
true.
So sometimes I get mad because people just assume stuff that is not even true, or Andre is a millionaire or so. My God. So it's when I explain you I think in my channel or something that I did a topic how we started, and most of you guys know how we started. Just for 2 things in our house, and that's it, start working. So I say I'm so tired just playing people the history of us, how we started as a couple in the business, in YouTube, and all of that. So, but the people still assuming stuff that's not true. So you get to, except for me, I'm tired. I mean, I get mad. I get mad when they're trying to evolve in my personal life, and and you guys know how jealous I am with my personal life. So,
Private.
yeah,
Yeah.
it is what it is.
It is. It is. But people will do that. So when people will assume that you are not together for love, that person doesn't. She don't love you. Even all to the point where we got married, we were together for years, and people were still emailing me saying, "Bruh, you sure this is the one? Are you sure, Dre? Don't marry her, because if she try to get a hookup, if she looking at you like a come up." I'm like, dog, I ain't got nothing for her to come up on. So, dude, why can't it's just 2 people that are a business mind that want to be in a relationship, be married, and have a stable, build a legacy for our families in the future. That's it. In the name of love.
Okay, we are going to the comment mode. Thank you so much
Shout out
for
Mo.
being here. His mindset say people assume assume the women are with you for your money has a black man.
Hey, even brothers do that to brothers. Brothers do that to brothers. Man, I'm in travel groups, not just in WhatsApp or on Facebook, and they will say certain things. And even they will say certain things. Oh, you only down there because of blah, 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 blah. Oh, she's only with you because blah. In other words, there is no way in the world, there's nothing about you, Andre, to make such a beautiful, wonderful wife want to be with you other than money. There's no way in the world that woman that looks like that can love you. I'm like, man, you know how fine I am? Do you know how big my ego is? Are you crazy? Man, are you crazy? And that's how they talk about all of us. Hey, Felicia, shout out Miss Live Stream Queen. And they look at all of us like that. All of us. It'll be your own brothers and sisters looking. It ain't even other cultures. That's the part that get me. It's brothers saying that the brother's about, the only reason she with you is for a few dollars. No, the only reason the woman that was with you was for a few dollars. So don't assume that about us. So, hey, we're just putting it out there. This is something that we realize that I've come to the conclusion that we're going to live with on a daily basis, even though we ignore it.
Is interracial worse in Colombia than the U.S.? In Colombia, is not.
Is interracial worse in Colombia than or interracial couples, or how people treat interracial couples? Hey, Mo, rewrite that for us to give us a little more clarity so we can give you a good answer. Thanks.
Alejandra, you can teach your children to appreciate both sides of the culture and history. Oh yeah,
Absolutely.
of
That's right.
that's a must.
That's right.
Okay. Uh, okay. Marriage is business, right, Andrea? So choose
Mhm.
wisely. Love is great, but a woman about, but a one, yeah, a woman about her business, and love is a keeper. So you have what?
You have a gem.
Mm.
Hey, brother. Yeah, she's an emerald or
Yeah, I
diamond.
know.
Yes.
I know.
Yes, she
Let me
is.
say, I was in my okay, I was at my home girl birthday yesterday, and I told them that I'm planning to move to Colombia. One friend said that I was going to get shot. Another said that the woman just want to be American or want my money.
See what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying, fellas? And it's your own people that talk to you like that, not total strangers. It's your own kin, your homeboys that you grew up with. And you looking like, really? Do y'all think that I'm the part that gets me about it, guys, is this. They really don't give us credit for having the ability to choose somebody, to
Mhm.
choose the right country, to choose the right time in our life to move to that country. Our family and friends don't give you any credit. They just automatically assume you gonna get kidnapped. So you think I'm gonna go walk down a dark alley at night in a barrio by myself? Like, how much credit? Come on, people, give us some credit for not being just stupid men. Can we get some credit? And that's the sad part about how people in the States have been programmed to think fear first, not caution. Caution is one thing, fear first.
Yes, sir. Sorry. Victor said, yo, I know someone who married a Colombiana from
Mhm.
Santa Marta. After the second time meeting her, she is now
Damn.
draining, what? Draining here.
Or she's now
Him
draining him financially.
financially and emotionally abusing terribly. I feel bad for him.
I don't. You know, Andre, you know I was gonna say something slick. You ready?
He
Let's
called
go.
the savage.
Put your glass down. There is no way in the world. Let me pull this mic up. It slid down a little bit. My bad, guys. Let me get a new clip for it. I don't feel sorry for your boy. Not at all. All the signs were
Take your
there.
time.
He knew all the signs were there. He ignored all the signs. If I talk to your boy right now, and we all know hindsight is 2020, he could walk back, backtrack, and say, "Yeah, she did do this before I married her. She did say this. She did want this." But because she was beautiful and probably beauty that was out of his league, remember I told y'all this past weekend, some of y'all ugly, and you know that you ugly. You know that you just ain't physically set up like that. And because you didn't get your personality together to have ugly confidence, see, there's easy confidence that us handsome men can have. Easy. I got the height. Only 14% of us in the world got my height. I got the looks. I got the personality. Let's say I was an unattractive dude. Let's say I was ugly, short, fat. Excuse me. I would at least make sure I had the personality to go along with it. I give you a perfect example. Jay-Z. We all know Jay-Z ugly. Anybody try to sit back and say Jay-Z ain't ugly? Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey will tell you he ain't the most attractive dude. Lil Wayne. Let's go through half the rappers that have come out over the last 5 years. It's like if you ain't ugly, you can't be a rapper these days. Ain't you can't be attractive and be a rapper these days. Every single rapper there is, other than Drake, is ugly. But these dudes have an ugly confidence. That means like, but beyond my physical attributes, I'm still a good dude and I still have something to offer the world. And so that's what makes these men confident. But your boy probably got a female that was out of his league. He didn't have an ugly man confidence. And if he wasn't an ugly dude, he was a fool, ugly on the inside. So I don't feel sorry for dudes like that. I'm past feeling sorry for dudes. I'm past that. It's sad situation. I feel bad for him, but I don't feel no. I
But
don't
at the
feel bad for
second
him.
time, yeah.
No, you only you. There's a dude that was on a live stream with, bless him, a good young brother, he just turned 30. He literally asked the girl to marry him 2 days after he met her. She cheated on him twice, and this was in the States, in Miami. Cheated on him twice. The marriage only lasts 7 months. Dude, what dude asked a female to marry them after 2 days of being together? We talk about marriage as a lifetime thing. We ain't talk about you about to jump rope or go skiing somewhere. This is marriage. So when the reason why I'm kind of harping on this, because if we continue to ignore the signs, we will not get the results that we deserve as men and women.
That's true, baby. Okay, are interracial couples relationship creating publicity better in Colombia than the U.S.? I mean, Colombia, the people just
Treated
look.
publicly.
Mhm.
You said publicity.
I'm sorry, it's a very
No problem.
pronunciation. No, we just look at it on the street, but that's it. You call people attention, but that's it. This
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
gonna, not nobody's gonna fight with you. I don't know how it's in the state, but here in Colombia, not nobody's going to bother you because you're with a black man or with a white woman.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I mean, here is not. It's not your business. They think we are better, but alphas are in here.
That's right. That's right. Shout out. Thank you for the super chat, Kings and Dreams.
Thank you so much, Patricia, my friend Mary. The Colombiana in February and already telling that she wants divorce.
And I bet you if we set them down right now in front of us as a couple, all the signs were there.
Oh, who question your relationship more, women or men? Women or women? I'm sorry.
Ooh, women give the looks and the stares. For me, is maybe you notice different.
What?
Women give the looks like black, especially black women. So it don't matter if it's black women looking at us on YouTube or black women that meet us face to face or walking past. Yeah, Petroleum Black Festival. They see me walking with her. So you're gonna bring your little white woman to the Black Festival. Wait a minute, she be coming to this festival longer than I've been here. And y'all ain't say nothing about it then, but now she with a brother. Now you got to give it a look like, and she got curves.
And she got a long hair.
Yeah.
Without extensions.
So the sisters get a look. Brothers just straight talk. Brothers just straight talk. Brothers just a straight assume there's got to be something sexual. Oh man, she must better dude. Really? So if I punch you in your face, would I really be wrong? You know, brothers just straight. And then there are other dudes that are respectful when they ask questions about being in an interracial relationship, blah blah blah. But it's mainly the looks, the job. Yeah, women.
Oh, the women.
It's the women. Women kind of just scratching their heads like, well, oh, it must be. And women are the ones that create the stereotypes that the men say. Oh, she just went here for a green card. That's the only reason. You just going down there having sex with all them young ladies. That's all it is. And you're like, what are you talking about? Can I get credit for just being a man that knows how to make wise choices, as you can tell?
I said I avoid getting shot in the LBC. What is LBC?
Long Beach, California.
Oh wait, Compton or Inwood. So I will be good. Or you all think that they want to be American or they want my money and they help your old woman want to be taken care of.
That is absolutely correct. I'm the same way. If I had enough sense, now mind you, this is the part that gets me about the United States. United States is the #1 country in the world for trafficking, human trafficking. United States is the #1 country that uses more drugs or types of drugs than any other country in the world. United States ranks in the top for murders, ranked in the top for mass shooting. Come on, can we go down the list? There are cities in the United States that are worse than any city here go ahead, go to East St. Louis if you think I'm playing. So if guys and ladies can survive the United States and use that common sense, if you use that common sense when you use your passport, you'll be all right no matter where you go. The only time, let's think about it, guys. Let's be for real. The only time something serious happens to somebody when they come to Colombia, they are in environments they had no business being in the first place. It is 3 o'clock in the morning. Why are you walking down that dark alley drunk from the club? You won't do that in the States. So if it happens, if it just so happens you get robbed in Colombia, walking down that dark alley, oh, Colombia is dangerous. No, fool. You walking down a dark alley at 3 o'clock in the morning in that neighborhood that you don't belong in.
That you want.
Yeah, you wouldn't do that in the States. You're going to get robbed in the States walking down a dark alley in a neighborhood you have no business in.
I don't know why people say that this is that you're going to be please. I mean, the last thing the worst thing that you can have in Colombia, if you get papaya, is if you're testing outside, you're walking with your cell phone. Yeah, they take your cell phone. Yeah, another thing, just gringos get drunk in Medellin because you're giving papaya too much. Using Tinder in Medellin, that's the worst thing that you can do.
Yeah.
The rest of that.
Yeah. They try to act like Colombia got a crime that they invented that don't happen in the United States. Remember, guys, on the list of the most dangerous cities or countries in the world, you got Colombia. When they finally get on the list, they're like number 15, 16, right?
Mexico is encabeza la lista. Mexico got 10 cities. And even it was so funny, but it's true. I'm not inventing this. Even when I watch Mexican news that I like too much, even the journalists say, yeah, Mexico is in the 10 over cities, is in the worst, the most dangerous city in the whole world. 10 cities are Mexican. And he say, this is so embarrassing. And he literally, his face was like, yeah, Mexico is, yeah.
But what I was about to state is, and that's true, I saw that on the list too. Mm-hmm. What I was about to state is, you got Colombia right here, and guess who's the next country right up under Colombia as the most dangerous in the world? The United States. So don't be acting all brand new.
Yeah, baby. Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Don't be acting all brand new with your pinky up in the air like, oh, that's dangerous, Colombia. When you right up under us on the list. Number 16 and 17. Like you in it better.
Like man. 3 cities of the United States. Or 2
and next time somebody tells y'all about you gonna get kidnapped in Colombia, man,
show the list.
Show them the list.
I said the list to Colombia Mastermind.
Man,
yeah, I said, yeah. Okay, Jan say, much respect to you both. Back in the 90s, I went out with a pretty Thai Chinese girl in New Orleans. Mm-hmm. And we went out. I will always notice how people will look crazy at us, but I didn't care.
Yeah. It's just something that you just kind of like, and keep on pushing.
Okay. Wait a second. We say facts, personality, fame, and character made people want it.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a second. What? Drake had a jaw surgery. I didn't know he got surgery. He was considered ugly by some. I didn't know that Drake got a.
No.
What?
What are you talking about? It was Drake. A joke. It was a joke.
Ah, I thought the Drake got surgery.
This the part about Colombian about that I know about Colombia.
Yeah.
They don't know sarcasm. There's no form of sarcasm here. No. A lot of times I'll say a sarcastic joke. Andrea will think it's a real thing or a real point or something actually happening. They don't get sarcasm. So
yeah.
See, I got the sarcasm like Dre had a jaw surgery, you know. I got that. A lot of times I'll crack a joke and she will think that, what did that happen? No, babe, it was being sarcastic.
Uh, yeah. Let's see when you learn Spanish with all slang and everything. Oh
Okay.
boy. Okay. She said, "Hold on, Dre. You can't talk about Lil Wayne, even though that he looks like a rat. Him from like a rat. He from New Orleans.
From New Orleans, yes. He do look like a rat. He a cool dude. Seems like got a good personality, but he ain't the most
Yeah, he's not perfect.
him, Bootsy, all them dudes.
He say you and Taylor May gotta figure out some better time frames to do these lives.
No, no, no. This perfect time for us. See, it works for us. We
Okay, I needed to hear that. Stop feeling sorry for these clowns that ignore the red flag.
yeah. I don't be feeling sorry for them dudes.
100 never like, babe, this is when we discuss cases and everything. I just say, I don't feel sorry for him.
Nah.
100, like, it's
Let's
his fault.
let's say Andre was like that, and I married her. Whose fault is it? My fault. I was the one that got on one knee or spoke to her, came with a ring, and said, "Despite all your flaws, you are so beautiful. Here's a ring and marry me." That's my fault then. I was the one that brought, like Kevin Samuel said, men are in charge of marriage. Women are the ones in charge of sex. She can withhold it or give it to you. Same thing with a man. You're the one mainly to get on the knee. So if you get on your one knee in front of the wrong person, I'm not about to sit up here and feel sorry for you.
A guy marrying a woman in DR after 3 days. Yeah,
Mm,
3 dates. With her still today after 2 years, and he has not spent 10 days and 10 nights with her.
there you go.
For some people works, for some people never
Yeah,
works.
anomaly does happen.
It's a
Anomaly
big
does
learning
happen.
game, something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes, it is. We're all learning. Good testimony.
Oh, this is funny. Do you guys, okay, do you guys who speak Spanish trying to talk to Andra to piss you off?
No,
Well,
he's saying that the guys that speak Spanish try to, because my Spanish isn't fluid, do they still try to talk to you in Spanish? Like, dang, girl, why you with that dude, aren't you?
what guy?
Any guy. Like I said, remember I just said sarcasm? Went right over her head. See,
Okay.
I did that, right? Now you see my point.
Yeah. Okay.
What guys?
The short time will fade away when you all get older and you all hair turn gray. You guys are still viewed as a young, exploring couple.
Yeah, yeah, that could be true.
Okay. Marcel said, do you and Andra get stairs in Colombia or outside of the country?
I get the stairs. We get the stairs in Colombia. She get the glares, not stairs, the glares of being the Colombian queen every country we go to. So when we leave the country, everybody's like, "Oh my God, she's so beautiful. Oh my God, blah 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 blah." Blah." And I'm just like a background dancer or like a bus boy or like I'm carrying her luggage or something, So I'm just in the background, just letting her shine. Oh my God, look at the beautiful Colombian woman
Yeah, Bentley is
and her
saying,
dude. I'm like the dude, like okay, and her dude.
is Andra tall? No, I'm not too tall. Are the high gents strong enough to get that NBA soundtrack?
Oh, mine is no, because I'm 6'3", Andre is
I
five
know,
five.
but you family. I mean, you family. You guys are tall and bold.
Yeah,
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 Andrew's family, all of them. I will
yeah,
be a
yeah.
tiny little person when I meet them.
Yeah,
For real.
yeah. She met my family online. They'll see
Oh my
photos and all
God.
the guys. She's seen all the photos of my grandmother, and all of me and her. Yeah, all of us are tall guys.
I hope our boy is gonna be a tall, beautiful, handsome man. with green eyes.
I don't know what's
Asking too much.
Oh, yeah,
My grandma got green eyes. That's why.
Oh,
My
okay. Because
grandma.
I'm about
That's
to
what
say,
I
ain't no
say.
green eyes in our family. I'd be looking like, this ain't my shorty. Whose shorty is this? Shorty with the green eyes. Oh, your grandma does have green eyes.
She
That's
got
right.
green eyes. Yes. Okay.
I had to kill that boy.
No, it would be suspect. For example, if I got a small lips.
Oh yeah, you have a child with small lips. With our lips, it wouldn't. Yeah, that ain't our child.
Someone change you in the hospital.
Yeah. Where's the rest of our baby? This baby got little lips. This is not our child.
Okay. What's up? Thank you so much for being here.
Oh yeah.
Victor say, I told my older sister I'm moving to Colombia, and she said yes. She told me I heard it's dangerous to live there, and I told her about the crime in the major U.S. cities. She shot out from there.
Yes.
That was so funny.
That was funny. Good comeback.
Green eyes reflex.
Thank you. I had to kill that boy. I had to teach you how to wear double condoms, and every girl want to be your baby mama and all that. Boy, come here. She said, I got a girlfriend. Boy, this your first day of school. How you got a girlfriend?
Yeah, put in somebody else in something else, but not inside. For real. That what the parents say. Okay, are interracial relationships common in common in Colombia? Maybe you are getting stares because you are taller than the average Colombian man.
Oh, that's one thing, but it will amaze you that for most of Colombia, interracial relationships are not common. Like here in Cali, because there's a blend of so many cultures in Cali, you'll see a lot more interracial relationships, but it's still not as common as you would think it is. Like in Medellin, it is very uncommon compared to. I'm just saying in comparison, compared to Cali.
I'm asking you guys that have the same name. Do you believe is destiny, and she believes in astrology?
Yeah. She's all Scorpio. I'm all Libra.
You know what? I believe that.
Destiny.
Yeah. When he say astrología, I don't know, but I mean, perfect example. I can't be with someone that has got my same
Zodiac.
sign. Yeah, I can't. Because Scorpios, even though that we are cool people, but we got a bad character or temperature or temperature. Oh my God, temperamento. So yeah, I can't. No.
And I don't see it. See, long live the Libra. No. See, Libras balance everybody out. So
because my grandma is a Scorpio, my dad is a Scorpio, and they are. If we're going to say something, we start to even fight, not fight in a bad way, but we start to, I'll say this and I'm right. You said this. And so that's why my father and I, we were like, we never discussed because we got the same sign. So no.
That's true. But yeah, usually I see like I said, when I first started dating Andrea, and I mentioned this to you guys before, a friend, my boy was like, I went out and got Scorpio advice from Scorpio women that were my cool friends and from guys that dated Scorpios, because I'd never dated Scorpio before, right? And everybody kept saying the same. No.
Okay.
No. And
I feel special.
You are special. And so everybody was telling me the main thing was this. Scorpio will give you the world, treat you like a king, make you feel like you're the greatest thing in the world. But if you mess up, there is hell to pay and there is no coming back. My partner told me, he said this, Dre, he said, bruh, the best relationship I ever had in my life was with a Scorpio. He said, and since then, he's happily married with children and everything. He's like, man, if I could have gotten her back to this day, I wish I would have gotten her back. He said, "So, dude, do me a favor. Don't mess up." He said, "Because it might not be a comeback." He said, "Because that's how Scorpio women are. You don't get no second chances."
Yeah, that's true. Okay, here, Big Man say, I am here in New York City. The crime here, they are shooting every other day.
Mm,
Last month, April 2022.
mm,
There is a crime all over the world. You know that it was funny because my grandma, she's going to spend some time in New York, just for a vacation. And even she said, even the happens this shooting in the subway in Brooklyn. We were talking another day, and she was saying, she said, yeah, that people in New York, but she just been in Miami and New York. But she said, my grandma is grandma, they're crazy. They got mental issues. She was eating. I said, so you back over there. Yeah, it's a nice city, but they crazy. That people is crazy. It was so funny.
and she looks so sincere. Her grandma's like, man, she's
She's a
short,
minion.
short. Yeah,
Yeah,
she's
she's a
short,
minion.
short. So yeah, she got to be like 5'11".
Yeah, she's a really short grandma, but she was so funny. She's so nice to be a Scorpio. Dre is definitely a Libra, very adjective balanced too.
Yeah, got to balance her out. Got to keep the balance going. That's usually what Libras do. When people date Libras, usually they find themselves being balanced out.
Yeah, a Scorpio girl is scratching my car in 2020. Yeah, you know that one. I it was a psychologist playing me one day when I was really young. She said, Andra, what type what is your sign? Signo zodiacal, lo decía en español. And I say Scorpio, and she said, "You are Scorpions. You use that tail, yeah,
That's
to
it.
hurt people. You seriously, people need to afraid of you guys because you guys are crazy. You guys are really nice, but your temper." Say, really? Say, yeah.
See, we've never seen each other's temper.
Oh, no,
We've
no,
had
no.
disagreements, but usually we communicate and we work them out. I ain't never seen her like hotter than fish grease,
No.
and she ain't never seen me hotter than fish grease. She's never seen
No.
East Side Detroit.
You know why? Because when the two times that I've been mad with Dre, like really mad, really mad, I left.
Yeah.
I don't want to because I just waiting. That's one of the things that I appreciated from me. That I said, okay, left, breathe, do something else, and then when I'm calm, we talk.
I did the same thing with her.
Yeah.
But I left and I left her. She had to wait outside because I didn't know that she didn't have the key to the apartment that day. Remember that? I was hot.
Yeah,
and I just got out the car and I just started walking. As soon as we parked the car in the garage downstairs, I just started walking because I wanted to calm down. So I started walking, right? And then I come back, like I get a text message. I don't have the key to get to the apartment.
And I was
can you come back? I'm like, she even interrupted my little storm off. Can I not storm off in peace? And so I had to come back and act like I had some sense in my head and let her into the apartment.
Yeah, so that from that day I got my keys. Yeah, is it just one case? Andrew get hacked. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm.
But that's the only time in what, I'm 3-4 years. Yeah, so.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Be careful while you tell us a Scorpio because they don't forget it. That's true. That's true. For real. For real. Thank you so much for the people that's coming to the live stream. We got number 7, right?
Number 7.
Number 7. Okay, number 7. Okay, number 7, we can understand or respect the history of each other, others' race or culture.
Yeah, a lot of times people assume that when you're in an interracial relationship, you can't respect.
Okay, I'm going to with the water. I need water,
okay.
sir.
Okay.
Wait a second, guys. I'm going to get.
A lot of times, people, I could have got it.
No, let me get it.
Okay, thank you.
Oh my God, my butt.
Here we go. Okay, a lot of times people often assume that just because you're of different races, you can appreciate or respect the other person's culture, traditions of their race. For example, Andrea is not only Latin, but she is Catholic. So a lot of people are like, well, I've never dated anybody that was Catholic, or I've never been in a relationship with somebody that was Catholic. So if you have at least you can respect that person's beliefs, even if you don't understand them, even if you have some stereotypes about them. At least you can appreciate that person's religious beliefs. And the same thing when it comes to the history, Andrea's Latin history. Even though I don't understand everything about the history, doesn't mean that I have the right to disrespect. And a lot of times people assume that, well, since I'm not Latin, I won't understand what it's like to be Latin. Well, it's not my job to understand everything that it's like to be Latin. My job is to understand my woman. Mm-hmm. Just like in you guys' cases, it's your job to understand the person who you're with, not go through a complete, everybody's not Professor Omar, who studied, Latin history. Okay, professor is the professor. Shout out to Omar in the comment. Mm. And study Latin and study Spanish and understand it from a global perspective. Everybody's not him, but it's your job to at least understand and respect the person who you're with.
Yeah, I mean, one perfect example for my case when it comes to respect and culture in all the stuff that he has been, you guys as a black man. When I watch Straight Out of Compton,
mm-hmm. Straight Out of Compton with the latest one.
Yeah, I mean all the and I started to watch documentaries how you guys or how people in the States got problems with the police and everything. I was like, wow, now I get it what Andrew's saying. Sorry guys. For years, when it comes to the police here, like they're not
like that.
No, they're not like that, of course. Even they respect you a lot, mm-hmm. I'm sorry, oh my God, the word. But yeah, you guys, it's just like trying to understand and respect what is behind of that person.
Absolutely correct.
Yeah, and not say that because or you are European or you are from Germany, and you let's say that Andrew's for Germany. Yeah, but you remember what your people did for this, that's those things.
I remember taking a dude out. One of you dudes coming down here doing some stupid stuff after drinking. Took this dude out, hung out, salsa dance and everything, right? With the ladies, he had a good time. Leaves out, he meets this girl from Portugal. And what's the first thing that he says? Not hi, not how you doing. Oh, you everybody's having a great time. Mm-hmm. What does he do? Walks up to her and her friends. Do you remember what your people, your people were the first ones to enslave people in the modern day slavery in Portugal? What the heck does that have to do with all of us out here at 3 o'clock in the morning? The club just finished popping. We all just finished having a good time dancing. And you take something and go left field with it. That's what our point is. Respect the other person's culture and history. The girl told him, she said, I wasn't around for that, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Exactly.
She said, I understand the history of what you're talking about, but I didn't experience that, and I don't carry myself like that. She said, I respect all races and all cultures. Mm-hmm. And so it's amazing to sit back and see how some brothers, do yourself a favor. Leave your Malcolm X at home. When you come to these other countries and you're with black women, let's say, for example, you with Afro-Colombian women. They ain't trying to hear your Stokely Carmichael speech. They ain't trying to hear your I Have a Dream speech like you Martin Luther King. They ain't trying to hear none of your militant, I am brother Minister Farrakhan speech. Shout out to the minister, love Farrakhan. But at the end of the day, these other cultures don't know what the heck you talking about. And you trying to make it seem like you so smart because I'm talking about my black militant, my country. Dude, don't nobody care when you go to another country. They just want to get to know you. Mm-hmm. So shut that I am pro-black, this and that. Okay, cool. Keep that for the states. In other countries, they really ain't trying to hear. Now, to come down here and understand and learn what black people are going through in South America, Central America, Africa, yes, to learn, but to come down here like you about to change the world, don't do that, dude. You're gonna embarrass yourself.
Yeah. Most Brown say my ex Brazilian girlfriend is a Scorpio, and I got the hell out of that relationship.
That's because you weren't a Libra to balance her out, brother.
I think people in interaction relationships try harder at making their relationship work. What do you all think?
I think that statistically, interracial relationships end just as often as regular relationships or combined or same relationships end on a 50% to 60% rate. I looked it up. But what I find about us is we have a secret, and that's communication. And we believe in communication and we believe what's communicated. I want y'all to hear that. We believe in communication and we believe in what's communicated. If y'all want to know our number one secret, that's Andrea and Andrea's number one secret. We believe that communication is very important in the relationship.
Yeah,
and we believe what that person is saying. If Andrea tells me, Andre, I don't like that particular color, I'm not going to sit up there. Well, what you mean is, or what you're saying is, we believe in what's being communicated.
Okay.
If Andrea, right?
Yeah, communicate that I don't like that rug.
Right. If she don't like my rug, right?
Seriously, I don't like that rug.
She don't like the rug. Somebody ended up getting rid of the rug. You see that?
Yeah.
And she never like my point is she never did like my rug from day one, right? She liked my other rug, but she doesn't like this particular rug.
Yeah.
And I can understand
he
that.
He knows that.
And I know it. But what did I do? I didn't believe what was being communicated. What she mean is she doesn't like it. She hadn't seen it in our house yet. So what did I do? I didn't believe what was being communicated, bring it to the house. Months later, Andrea had already told me before we end up spending the money for this rug, I do not like that rug, Andre, but I'm gonna let you go ahead and pick it out, baby. But I'm telling you, when we get it home, it is not looking good. And to this day, I already know she wants to get rid of the rug. So so the rug. I love you, rug. Bye.
Yeah.
But so we've learned to not only believe in communication, but also believe what is being communicated. Don't try to change the person or try to say what they're really trying to say is. No, they already said what they're going to say.
Yeah. Which will you say poses the bigger problem, cultural difference or religions beliefs?
Yeah, probably our religious beliefs. I'm Protestant, grew up Kojic, apostolic, Christian, and Andrea is traditional Catholic.
Yeah, but that's never gonna have been a big problem in a relationship.
No, it hasn't been a problem, but if we could say that if we could choose one, that would be it. But as far as anything else,
I mean, when it comes to having a baby, obviously for babies, like be grateful. There's a God who's creating you. Just pray because you have food. You have food in your house. You got a bed when you can sleep. You got a family. So just those type of things. But I won't force my kid or kid to. You need to be Catholic. You need to learn because Catholic. We need to learn so many praise and everything and Virgin Mary and all of that, which I don't know because I'm Catholic. I'm not super, I'm not into the religion. But yeah, I mean, just our kid that what we want to choose is good, but it's just one God. Any religion.
And also, we are.
This is my Wi-Fi. Okay, but yeah, you guys, all the respect every religion like I do. Okay. Second. We got.
Oh, we are frozen.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're.
what does that mean?
Are we frozen? Oh, wait a second. Let me know. No, I mean, there's no guys if we frozen.
Oh, we are. We're connected.
Let's see.
Okay, looks like we're unfrozen now.
Let's see.
Okay, we're looking good now.
We're looking good. Okay, guys.
Let us know how we look, guys.
Yeah, let us know if it's frozen or frozen. Yeah. Okay, wait a second. We got here. Drake, what is the one American movie for a black man to show us his new Colombian girlfriend to help her understand the culture?
Okay, what is an American movie for a black man to show his Colombian girlfriend to help her understand the? I really think uh, it depends on what part of our culture you want to introduce. For example, great everybody know the classic romantic movie Love Jones. Gets to show the poetry side, get to show the side of black community that's nonviolent, where we just hang out, we go to spoken word events, the intellectual side of a lot of people don't realize that movie Love Jones showed the intellectual side of the black community of being everyday people, but we are thinkers. We do have conversations, we do have ups and downs in relationships. So Love Jones is a good one. A fun one is Love and Basketball, to let them see how we grew up from our young years into our college years into our adulthood. That's another one that's good. Uh, Another one that's really good to show our cultures, because it's easy to go to all the gangsters and Hustle and Flow and all those movies. Another one is Baby Boy, to show that there is a challenge in regards to not Baby Boy, but Boys in the Hood. Boys in the Hood would be a good one to show, to let a person see how we are in many of our communities, as well
Mhm.
as, like Andrea said, understanding or watching
Straight out of
Straight Outta
Compton.
Compton.
Yeah, to see old Compton and all of that, and to understand now that that's the thing. I think those are the documentaries or series or movies that most Latino never watch, because they think in all over the world, they think that the states is like I said before, is Disneyland, is mansion, is easy life, is ocean drive, all of that. But when you watch those documentaries that I like to watch to see the real United States, the real problem that you guys have in the country. And a lot of people they never watch that. So when I say in the state there are homeless people in Los Angeles, in Los Angeles, basically people living on the street, they say there's homeless people in the states. Yeah, there are poor people and rich people, but you just interesting to see those shiny things that most of the time is not true. That's not the real life.
Now, Professor Omar says that he would show the movie Glory. I
Mm-hmm.
would say for that to be the first movie showcasing what you experience. Now, mind you, showcasing what you experienced growing up in the United States, for her to because your woman don't initially this is her first movie in the United States, or about your experience as her man in the United States. Glory is not your experience as a man in the United States. That is a part of your history. Yes, I agree with that. Eventually, show a movie like that. But for that to be the first couple of movies, that's like sitting up here and Andrea is showing me the first movie she ever shows me is a historical movie of how Colombia fought for its independence. Like, why would you let the first movie that you ever showed me about Colombia be a history movie? I'm trying to see something that lets me understand how you were raised, how Colombians were raised during your time period, and things like that. That's what I'm looking, and I would want my woman to know things like that about how it was for me, and that's why That's why I say Straight Outta Compton talks about, for many of us, the early 20s, our teens,
Mm-hmm.
our young years. She gets an idea of what my young years were like,
Mm-hmm.
not in the 1800s young
Mm-hmm.
years. Eventually, Andrea can get to go to see the glory movies about what went on during that time period of enslavement. But to start out the gate with slave movies, yeah, this is what I go through. So that's what you went through as a child. That's what you went through as a child, Professor. You went through Denzel Washington and Morgan Freeman moments as a child, as a teen. Okay, let's say as a teen. You telling me you were Morgan Freeman as a teen? Okay, in college, you telling me that you were getting beaten like Denzel Washington with one tear coming down your eye in your teenage years? No, none of us were. So introduce that person. The reason I said love Jones, love in basketball, the television show, the Cosby Show, the way that they dressed, the way that they act, their behavior was reminiscent of our teenage years, our young years, our early. Another one is It's a Different World as a television show. Andre would be able to understand what college life was like for me, what the young years were like for me, my early 20s were like for me, by watching A Different World and the Cosby Show, and see how those teenagers were, because those were 100% most of us into hip hop and style and fashion and things like that. But yet, during that time period, we were into education and books. Our number one rappers were KRS-One and Public Enemy, including NWA. So that's what I would put out there. Any other suggestions? I like the Cosby Show one.
Okay, number 8. Okay, is just the lesser fat or fake?
Oh yeah, number 8. People automatically will assume that it's just a phase. Black women look at me like, you're gonna be back. You'll be back to the black. Once you go black, you'll never come. You coming back, brother. And the Latin dudes, like, they're looking at her like, yeah, once you go back to the States and he break your heart, you will be back to us. People actually think that even though we're married, it's just a phase. It's just, oh yeah, no. You married her because Latin women is the latest fad. They're the latest in thing. So everybody wants a Latin girl or an Asian girl. So that's the only reason you married her or are with her, because it's the in thing. Are you serious? Once again, they don't give black men the common sense to be able to fall in love and enjoy somebody. I'm just going to the comment section.
Wait a second. Let me do something right here.
Okay, there we go. Take care of your business.
Take care of your business.
But at the end of the day, definitely, guys, definitely, it is not a fad. It is not a phase. It is not just, if you find somebody that you in love, no matter in the States or outside the States, and you're not even thinking about getting married, you're just enjoying that person's presence in their company. Shout out to Steve. At the end of the day, you enjoy that person for you, not for other people, and they're going to think what they're going to think forever. You're going to still enjoy the person who you're with, no matter how long people are going to think what they think.
Andra, once you go black, you might get stuck. What is stuck?
Once you go black, you might get stabbed. Stabbed?
Oh yes, OJ did it. The cat.
Oh, the OJ. Yeah. Mm. Hey, I don't know what OJ was thinking of that move.
Okay.
And she was with Charlie Wilson longer than she was with OJ.
Oh my god, you guys. Okay. We're going to number 9. You are okay. You are within just to have mixed babies.
Oh, yeah, that's another one. People automatically assume interracial couples are together just because we want to have mixed babies. I'm going to tell you something. Mixed babies turn into expensive mixed teenagers. Mixed teenagers turn into driving you crazy mixed adults. Kids don't stay babies forever. You only get a few years to enjoy your little mixed kids. And all of a sudden, you start realizing now you got to pay for college. You got to pay for these school books, school uniforms, all that. They cute. That's gone. That ended years back. They're getting on your last nerves. They're going through puberty. They're acting like regular teenagers. So you're not thinking about none. Ooh, look at my baby's hair. You ready to pull his hair out.
Yeah.
So
I don't know how people do it. It's still this day that yesterday was the kid day in Children Day in
oh,
Colombia.
was it?
Yeah.
Wow.
So most of my friends they were popping the kids. We are in the same age. Friends from high school. They got two kids. I'm like, I don't know how you guys doing. Seriously, no, no, no. I don't have the mindset to deal with that right now. But hey, I mean, it's we're like when
Good
the
for
one
you.
that yeah the one that we don't people that from my high school graduation we don't have kids. We're like we have been all over the yeah that's true. People that we don't have kids right now. We have been traveling. Most of the women they have been traveling in Europe, the States, married with boyfriend, and the last thing that we're thinking about is having babies. But the rest of
Hmm.
them, do you think? Okay, we gotta come in here. Why you all have to realize that the people just saying stuff to make you all mad or make themselves feel good or just to troll. The only thing that matters is how you feel about each other. Yeah, that's
Absolutely
true.
correct. Absolutely correct. That is a perfect statement.
Yes, that's true.
All right. OJ Innocent.
Okay, Azrael say, what's your take? Okay, what's your take on families accepting the fact that you are dating a black man? My family,
They love me.
yeah, obviously, I think my parents love Andre more than me, but even my dad say if one day I heard a bad comment about Andre, I can say the word of course. F everybody. Though my dad say
Yeah.
F everybody
Yeah.
because he is part of the family. So I don't care what people say or think. As long as I see my daughter happy. So in my dad say I don't care if uh, he's black, he's Chinese, he's Italian, whatever. I mean, he is the guy that you chose for be your husband. I trust you in your choices. So for me, no.
Yeah.
Even if they are agree or disagree, I don't care.
Yeah. Most of our family that I've met, they cool with Drake. They
Yeah.
cool with me. I'm outgoing, social. I dance. I think it would be different if I was kind of like standoffish and or I don't eat that or I don't. No, I don't dance. If I was funny style,
Yeah.
it would probably be different. Like, why does your husband act like that? But I think Andre wouldn't have married me if I didn't blend into the family anyway.
Exactly. And if funny fact, when we do something, let's say tamales, here in Colombia, tamales just with chicken, pork, or red meat. But for Andre, they made tamales with fish. That is not it's not common, of course. Nobody sells tamales with fish, but with Andre, they made tamales uh, with fish. When they made empanadas, they say, okay, let's do the rest of the people regular empanadas. And for Andre, let's do tuna empanadas for Andre because we already know Andre doesn't eat any
Red meat.
red
Yeah,
meat.
I'm a pescatarian. I've been a
Exactly.
pescatarian for 40 years. 40
Yeah.
years. So I haven't eaten turkey, chicken, pork, red meats in forever.
Yeah. But let's say, Andrea, what were some childhood thoughts that you have about America that Andrea educated you on? I mean, like childhood thoughts, like I come in of the of some documentaries when it comes to international couples, say the state sells this image to the world, not just Colombia, not just Latin America, it's all over the world, that they think the Americans got money, got they're rich. You guys live in mansions, right? Or in Manhattan, something like that. So all those movies, we think has a kid, you think that everything was super. It was really easy in the state. Like you go to the state, you're gonna live in those big houses with Christmas lights and everything. So that's the fake image that we have when we were kids. Now that you start to when I was a kid, I never heard something like shootings like happens in New York. I never heard something about uh, people with
Mental issues.
mental issues. We never heard that when we were kids. Or in my case, never. We always see the commercials. Come to Orlando, the cruise, the Disney park. All very seriously all the time. When I was a kid, I was watching Powerful Girls.
Powerpuff Girls.
Yeah, and they show for $200 come to Orlando 5 days, and they show all Orlando in Miami and everything. We're like, wow, that's the state when I was a kid. So yeah, so now that I started getting older, I start to. That's why I like to see those movies and documentaries about the states to show the real United States. Yeah, Philadelphia,
Hmm.
Andres, City,
Detroit.
Detroit, the real Detroit, all of that. But yeah, I mean, we got that fake image when we were kids.
Wow,
Yeah, yeah, happens all the time.
that's a good question.
Yeah, okay, wait a second. Okay. Do you think a Colombian Kevin Samuel will be a popular? I know Colombia has a lot of single moms. Yeah, a lot of single moms. Very cute single moms. I got a friend that she's very cute. She's a single mom of two babies, and yeah, that's true. And not even Colombia. It just South America. South America. No, sorry, my bad. Latin America.
Yeah, I know that. I just watched a YouTube video with
Ah, Summer
oh,
Thailand, Richie Man.
Richie in the building. What's up, family? And there's an African Kevin Samuels. If you go to O'Shea Dukes Jackson's video, I think it was yesterday or the day before yesterday, he did the video on the African Kevin Samuels. This dude's getting like 100+ thousand views a day. He's got over 1 million in such a short time, and he's like the African. And it's funny to hear because he talks just like Kevin as far as being direct with what some of these ladies are asking for, which is not real.
Yeah. I know. I want to know what other things about Venezuela winning the most Mrs. Universe trophies. Why not Colombia? Because Venezuela, uh, what I heard, those ladies that have been in the competition, they have been trained. Sorry, from they were kids from childhood, so they have been trained to be Miss Venezuela and applaud Venezuela women. They are complete insane, gorgeous. So probably that's why.
Hmm.
What I heard before. Okay, are interracial couples not common in Colombia? Yeah, they're common.
Hmm.
I mean, they're common in like Cali because we are super close. Well, Cali is part of the Pacific region, so yeah, of course. In Atlantic coast, yeah, of course. So yeah,
Good
okay.
question.
Don't say good morning with. You're so funny. Yo, Richie Matt in the house.
I know, right?
Guys are funny. Okay.
Let's go on to the next one.
Yeah, baby. Okay, we don't have more comments. Okay, wait a second.
Charles in the
Charles
building.
here. I experienced that when I came back from Brazil. I had people hiring me up, begging me for the loot. Probably.
For money. Hmm.
Okay. Probably because they think that gringos are running out of control.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I tell you one, and we as guys can attest, women that travel are wiser with their monies and their activities than men.
Hmm.
And but we, perfect example. We just left a shout out to my boy Brooks. Hope Brooks is here tonight. We just left his apartment. Good guy. He stays on the other side of the city. He's been living here. Businessman, take care of his business. Good dude.
Hmm.
He told us a story that he met a guy in Medellin. This dude went through 100K in 6 months on pros. I didn't say 100, and I'm not talking about 100,000 pesos. I mean $100, 100,000 USD. He went through $100,000 on pros in 6 months.
Hmm.
And so when you come along, other women thinking, oh, well, if one American can do it, must the other Americans are doing it. You guys don't realize you are destroying your own image in other countries around the world.
Hmm.
You really don't.
Yeah.
Now, when I say you are, because I'm not out there in the dating pool, but the women aren't doing it like that. Women, even though women pay for play, ladies, let's not act brand new. Y'all pay for play too, because y'all go to DR in Jamaica and y'all pay for play. Well, we don't buy male attention. You pay for play, and then if you don't pay for play, you pay for the dates. You pay for the hotel room because you ain't going back to his hut in DR. So he coming to your hotel room. So you pay for the hotel room. He ain't got no money. He in DR. He ain't got no money to pay for no dinner. But you pay for dinner. So even though you didn't pay directly here you go, brother. You pay for all the drinks, you pay for the dinner, and y'all going back to your hotel room. That sounds like pay for play to me. So ladies, you can't sit back and say only the men are paying for play because some of you, and if he asks you for a few dollars, you like, here you go, baby.
Hmm.
So you ladies are paying too.
Yeah,
Go
we,
ahead, baby.
we got a here comment of Rich Max. He say, question: when the interracial dating become a thing, I thought it was normal in a country filled with a black and white Colombians.
No, no. Even though it's just like in the States, interracial dating by way of percentage in most countries, including Colombia, including the States, we are still a small percent. If you line up 100 Colombians, I promise you, 100 Colombian men and 100 Colombian women that are dating each other, you might find, let's say, 10 interracial couples, maybe what you say more than that.
Yeah, I mean maybe a little bit.
But yeah, but you got the other, let's say even 20. That means 80 couples that are still dating the same race, which is nothing wrong with that, of course, that are dating the same race. And then you have us little 20 that's sitting over here. And that's if you have us 20. But you don't, interracial couples are not that common. Now, among younger couples, you starting to see that a lot more. You
Hmm.
see that a lot more on Instagram. Is nothing to see this young black young man with a Asian girl or a Latin girl or a white girl. Same thing with the black girl. Is nothing to see. It's interracial couples are starting to show up in the LGBTQ community. It's nothing to see a black girl and a white girl together as a couple.
Yeah.
It's nothing. So it started to build some traction, but as being commonplace, it still has its stigma, and that's why you still get the stares. People stare at us.
Okay, number 10. Dating whites automatically means more money.
Dating a white person automatically means more money, more credit. Really? We all know that there are some broke white people that's out there in the United States. That's another stereotype that Andrea and a lot of people have had to learn by way of us, that all white people don't have money. Do many? Yes. Do many blacks? Do many Latins? Yes. But not all white people have money and balling like that.
My God. Yeah, it is what it is. Okay, number 11 is your own race will not see you as an outsider.
Once you enter into an interracial relationship, one of the stereotypes is Now your own race is going to see you as an outsider. You are no longer truly black because you're dating somebody else and you're going to have children that will never be truly black.
I don't
You
know
can't
why
you
like
can't
that.
argue black issues, Andre. Your wife is Latin. How can you come here with a picket sign and argue for black people?
I can't. It's funny that you got those. Oh, in the states, you got those opinions and comments.
Hmm.
You know, what Colombia say. Colombia always in comment about Shakira accent.
Hmm.
Example: Sofia Vergara. She's
Barranquilla.
from Barranquilla. She's costeña, of course. Even though she speak English with her accent, when it comes to speak Spanish, she always got her accent. But Shakira, she was with a Argentino. She got Argentino boyfriend for so many years. So people say she start to speaking like with Argentino accent,
Hmm.
and they say she forgot about that she's Colombia. She's from Barranquilla too. And then she has been living almost 10 years in Spain, and she got the Spanish accent, and her kids, they speak Spanish, English in the house, and they got obviously they were born in Spain, so obviously they got the Spanish accent, and people have been on her. Shakira thinks that she's not Colombian. What is your Colombian accent? What did you all the time? So when we gotta when Colombians personality is super famous, and when it comes to speak Espanol, and they just have another accent, Colombia, they're like, you forgot about that you are Colombian, that you embarrassing to be Colombian. That's why in that case that happens.
And so people, in other words, people automatically assume about Shakira, you don't see yourself or we don't see you as
Exactly.
real Colombian.
when
And it's
when
this
it comes to the accent.
right.
Yeah, but she is super simple. Shakira is like, and it was funny because when it comes to the Super Bowl, and they made an interview, Shakira and J Lo. Shakira was regular shirt, little
Hmm.
makeup, jeans. J Lo was more diva. And
Hmm.
when it comes to speak Spanish, Shakira was like, in J Lo, I understand that J Lo is half Puerto Rican, but she just say just two words and that's
Hmm.
it. And people say, oh, and J Lo say that she is Latina, but when it comes to speak Espanol, she not saying a word.
And there are people
Yeah.
that grew up in the States that know very little Spanish. However, we've already seen enough movies and songs with J Lo speaking Spanish to where we know that she can be fluent. But yeah, yeah, but yeah, the last one is absolutely true. Once you marry somebody or in a relationship with somebody from another race, your race actually sometimes try to treat you as if, well, you're no longer black anymore. You don't understand the black plight, or you don't know understand the black battle. Like, what are you talking about? If I get pulled over by a cop, I get treated just like everybody else when I'm in the United States that's black. I'm driving while black no matter what color she is. So I don't know where they get that idea that I can't understand the black plight anymore, or I don't have an opinion, or I don't have a fight in the race anymore, or a dog in the race anymore, just because I so happen to be married to somebody of a different culture.
Yeah, it's just the same. One time I received this comment from a lady because, here in Colombia, Black Colombians, people from they live in the hood in barrios, they love to that loud music, like they're going to just explode your head.
Giant
Oh
speakers.
my god. And I was like, oh my god. I was like, oh, the one thing under that, you guys know, I can't dissimulate when I'm pissed with my face. I mean, I can't. When I hear a kid screaming, yelling, I like,
Yeah,
I
Andre does
just
not have a poker
no,
face.
no. And
Not at
Adi look at
all.
me, and I just start to not say anything, but I can't simulate my pissed face. And I was like, oh my god,
That's
these
so true.
people, oh my god, oh my god. And a lady say, stop being racist. I was like, you calling me racist? When my husband is black? Well, I mean, my husband does do the same thing that you guys doing, but because seriously, just because some people they
I never
even
knew that
black,
story.
yeah, even black ladies, black Colombian, they say, I can be married with a black man, a black Colombian man, because some of them they just care about drinking, only F, and the big speaker.
Mhm.
That's it.
That's it.
Even
Speaker,
black ladies
sex,
say the same thing.
and drinking.
Yeah. So I was like, oh my god, this sound it just gonna blow my head. And seriously,
That's true. That is so true
yeah.
about the black community here.
Hmm.
You and no matter what city you go to, in the black community is going to be a bunch of loud speakers, and it could be 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, and somebody's got loud music going. And
Hmm.
I don't mean they got the
Regulars.
windows closed and you can
No.
hear the
They put the
music.
speaker to the
They
street.
put the
That's what they do
speaker
it.
to
They
the
put the speaker
street,
to the street too.
and the bigger the better, and they just blare the music all night long.
Yeah.
Like, are you
Yeah,
serious?
seriously.
It's
Seriously.
Wednesday.
No, they're okay. Okay. Oh no, we know person. Okay. Andrea, my race has always seen me an outsider since I was a kid.
Me
I
too.
was this for talking white. So what they say about my blackness no longer affects me.
I was like that because I was treated like that because my first best friends were white. Shout out to my man David and Robert. I used to collect stamps during my preteen years,
Mhm.
like at 10, 11, 12, they introduced me to stamp collecting. So I was collecting stamps during from maybe like 10 to maybe 15 years old. I like art, so we were always going to museums. Now we all broke like Eminem, broke white boys. So it wasn't like they was balling. We just so happened to like some of the same things. They like trains. They were the ones that introduced me to the giant train track in the basement and all that stuff. To where most of us we had, the race car tracks. Well, they had giant train tracks,
Mhm.
and so because I had the white boys and they were nerdy dudes, I was into sports, but they were the nerdy dudes, and so a lot of times I was seen as the outside brother because I wasn't always with brothers. I was with brothers playing football. I was the one throwing the parties that brothers was going to. But just because my partners was white dudes, oh, you don't understand. I was always treated like the outsider. You don't understand your people. Like, dude, aren't you in my party? How you gonna come in my house and my party with all these brothers and sisters in here and try to tell me I don't understand black people just because when we go to school, my partner that I hang out with is a white boy. That's the I never understood how black people always talk about let's come together, but then will sign off a black person in a New York minute. Even like Charles said, even in our young years, we got treated like this by black people.
Yeah. Okay. Shout out to Kim. Is that right?
Keith,
Kim. Kim. Oh, sorry. Jam Kim. Sorry for my mispronunciations. Yeah. Yeah. That's a lot of support.
thank you for
Thank
the
you so
support,
much.
brother. We appreciate
Yeah, we
that
appreciate.
in such a way. We got plans, some things that we're going to be doing as far as the studio is concerned, and some other things. And I want to get us some. I know we got some new microphones. You see, we're pulling out the old mics. We got some new microphones that for both of us, I'm going to get set up as well. So we appreciate that. So because usually, whenever we do something, we either use the monies towards helping the community or doing something that helps focus on taking the brand to the in our channels to the next level. So we appreciate everything that you guys give, from $1 to 100 to even more, and we appreciate that, guys.
Yeah, you guys. So okay, I'm gonna read the loudest comments right here. I remember when I was in the sophomore in high school.
Sophomore, second year of high school.
Okay. And actually trying hanging out with the US has I attempted to play baseball with my white
Basketball.
friend. Okay, with my white friends call me a poser.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
get it no matter where you go.
Yeah, you guys. So yeah, this is was the topic for tonight. Thank you so much for being here. I know it's kind of late, but you guys are
Thank
here.
you guys.
49 of you guys are here. Listen to this couple, these
Stereotypes and what we had to say, and
chocolate vanilla.
mhm,
Chocolate.
vanilla and chocolate. Yeah, so we appreciate that. And next week, Andrea will be doing her video. Kings and Dreams will be with Andrea doing a video on next Thursday. So we're going to get together with Kings and Dreams.
Yeah.
He's going to be on Andrea's channel
Yeah.
next Thursday.
I know
So
that you guys, I know, I talk with this with Andre. When I'm doing my live stream, I know the guys are like, but I want to say something. But this is, yeah, I know that you guys want to say something.
so Andrea is going to start the week after, or even on next Sunday. She's going to start. What's up, Mr. O in the building? Shout out to my boy. Make sure you guys to subscribe to Mr. O's Just Living channel. That's my dude.
Here.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's my dude right there. That boy, that young man, him and Hef, those, if you want to see some clean young brothers, no matter when you see them, and you some black men that you can be proud of and say, I passed the torch to some good dudes. Those two brothers are the cleanest young brothers that I've seen on YouTube, on all the channels. I have yet to see black men as classic as these two brothers on their channel. So make sure you support these guys because they represent a side of the elegant side of what being a brother is. Even if they're just dressing in something simple, it always has a hint of fashion, style, and these are true gentlemen, guys. So make sure that you support these gentlemen's channel. I love what they're doing. But yeah, definitely.
Yeah, you guys, so be ready. Be ready.
So yeah, she's gonna be dropping the
I
link.
know you're gonna say something. Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember that time, Andre. I don't know why girls are like that. I
So
know.
from now, so Andrea's gonna start. She's gonna experiment next Sunday, and she's gonna drop the link so you guys will be able to. I see you, Kings. So you guys will be able to give comments and commentary along with her.
Mhm.
So she's gonna start doing that. It will be the first time next Sunday. So half of her show, she's gonna bring forth the topic. The other half, she's gonna invite you guys on. And ladies, do not let the guys just come on and make comments only. Ladies, you come on too and make a comment and hear what Andrea, because we want to hear what you guys have to say, male and female. So
yes, sir.
we talk about that in the car and like, hey, just drop the link. Let guys come on board. Let ladies come on board and hear what they have to say as well.
Okay, it's Sunday, not Thursday. Okay, good.
Oh, is this next Sunday? Okay, so she'll drop the link next Thursday, and then Sunday, Kings and Dreams will be on.
Okay. Well, you guys, thank you so much for being here. We're going to wrap this up. That's what you say?
Wrap it up.
Yeah. May 1st. So we hope that this one is gonna be a really amazing month for everybody. God bless you guys, always supporting the channel. And for your donation, $1, $2, $3. We appreciate your donation and be here with us.
All right. Once again, my name is Andre.
My name is Andrea.
And we are Love Crossing Borders. We will see you guys next Thursday. And we're going to make sure we're earlier because the only reason we were late tonight is because we were driving in from the other side of the
That's
city.
what the reason that I did my live stream tonight, because we were in that time we were in South, so it took like around 40 minutes to come here. But yeah.
All right.
Okay, wait a second. Yeah, because me and Kissandre go some things popping.
yeah, you like that, Professor.
Oh my God. Okay, thank you guys. And we'll see you. Oh my God, you guys got me crazy.
All right.